like people talk in circles at work, this is for you. I research the unwritten rules of work, and the most annoying unwritten rule to me is the unwritten rule of indirect communication. I'm from the US, but I just moved to the UK for a year, and I gave my first talk at an event with the National Grid, a power company. And I've heard how indirect the English are in speaking. You know, we think of the Dutch and the Germans as being very direct in Europe, but the English are known for being very indirect. And so I was like, okay, I need to adjust how I present this and see how this goes, because even though I've been with an Englishman for 2 years, he's also originally Albanian, and they're more direct. And so I started introducing the topic by asking people first, have you ever been told you need to be more clear? And I was wondering if there would be more hands raised there. And a few people raised their hands. But then I asked, have you ever been told that you're too blunt? And so many hands still went up in the room. And so that was really interesting to me to see. I know that America has borrowed a lot of its cultural norms and even how we set up our legal system and such, government system, from England. But it was interesting to see, like, even in a country known for indirect language, that these employees were still struggling with being told they're too blunt to do their jobs. I do wonder if this is industry specific. From an American point of view, there are things like that. For example, people who are really interested in my work, like manufacturing, retail, are these organizations and industries that have people who are blue collar or pink collar, boots on the ground, who use very direct communication and know the actual working of that part of the business, what the customer interaction is. Then they move up into the corporate level because they do a great job, and they start offending people because they're too blunt. It's a business and employee conundrum, because then the people don't get promoted because they're told they're rude or too direct. But there is a customer benefit to having people in corporate running things that knows what the customers are asking and the expertise needed, especially in something like manufacturing. When I go to an auto shop, I want to talk to somebody who knows about cars, not just who only has an MBA. If they have both, that's great. You're making decisions about the power grid. You want people who know, who have been an electrician, who know how things work. It's not the only skill you need, but it's a pretty critical one. So that promotion pipeline, this isn't just a DEI initiative. This is a promotion pipeline issue. I'm curious to see how I learn more while being abroad over the next year. Let me know what your experience is and where you recommend I learn some more around here. I'm interested in connecting with people more here, hearing their stories, and learning more about how these unwritten rules apply in different countries. I hope to meet some researchers or people interested to also collaborate and do some research abroad as well, because I don't want to just go into countries where I have no cultural or language connections. But I am frequently asked how these rules apply abroad, and if you're curious and learning more, my email is linked in bio. If this information is helpful, go to the link in my bio and join my school. The first 7 days are on me. Currently I'm teaching a workplace bullying course live, but there's other